Hello, and welcome to Harvende Gaming. My name is Warrior, and this is episode 20 of my Let's Play the Banner Saga series. Now, we are up to the second game. Here we go, we should be coming up with that. Bang, nice. We're up to the second game. In our last episode, we defeated Bellower, the Sundr, or Immortal Dredge, and we lost Alette, Rook's daughter. Yeah. So now we're up to starting the second game. So I suppose let's just watch the recap, considering there is a recap now. This is here, I'm guessing, so that someone who bought the Banner Saga 2 can watch the recap and resume the story or start the story without having to play the first one. But we, of course, played the first one. But we can still watch the recap anyway. I've noticed down here as well that this one has survival mode, which is interesting. So it's a challenging series of battles where you can test your tactical mettle. You should finish the game story first to avoid spoilers. There we go. So that could be an interesting one to go back and play at some point or another. But anyway, let's watch the recap and see what this is all about.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sundr, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear. The saga continues.
Yes, it does. Awesome. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Ooh, a Banner Saga novel. That's interesting. I might have to look into that eventually. Anyway, all right. So in my messing around with this, I've discovered that I have to go to New Game, which then allows me to choose a hero. So those of you who watched the last episode or have been with me for the series so far know that Alette was the one that shot the arrow into Bellower, and she paid her life as the price. And I believe, like I said at the end of the last episode, I think if we didn't let her do that and Rook fired the arrow, I think he dies. But anyway, we're not going either of these two options. We're going up here to import saved game, and we're going to see. Okay, that's that's my file from 2016. All right, here we go. Oh, there you go. Rook day 144. So I did it in 14 less days just recently. Okay, so we'll go this one. And let's do it. The Banner Saga, episode 20. The Banner Saga 2.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive.
War.
Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sundr known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dreads, assaulting another hopeless village.
Right. Straight into the action, you reckon? Straight in the action? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Move away from the growing rocks. This one's mine. Oh, that didn't work very well. No, no! To the depths with you! Bang! Oof. There we go. Oh, here's Rook. Bang. Good old Rook. Keep killing them. Here comes Harkin and Ivor. Damn it, Rook. Quit running ahead. Drag around the scene to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Oh man, I just love the animation in this, like how it comes from behind the hills. Jeez. I think it's interesting here how there's this dredge with the children. That's interesting. Because obviously, if you've been with me this entire time, we found out that all of the dredge are fleeing south, not just the warriors, it's all women and children as well. There we go. Alright. These portraits show the order of initiative. Yeah, we know that. No problems. Okay, so this is a... Yeah. So... movement happens, yes we know that. Yes we know that. Yep, come up here. Ivor's gonna get a kill. Yeah, we know all this stuff. Okay, yep, we're gonna go with strength. We don't need to give him any willpower. Bang, kill. He's down. Each time you kill a renown, each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters, yeah. Without an enemy to reach, this enemy will choose to smash an obstacle in his way. Obstacles on the combat board will make you change tactics, so plan wisely to make them work to your benefit. Okay, so... cool. Alright, that's a new mechanic that's been brought in. It appears to be out of range, but you can use your willpower, and Harkin is a gigantic dude. Clicking your hero's tile at any time. Yep. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but Harkin has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Alright, I don't think we've ever used his ability. In the tooltip tips below, Harkin's Sundering Impact allows him to hit so hard that multiple adjacent tiles take damage on every hit. Okay. Bang. Oh yeah, nice. A powerful strike. When there is only one enemy left, heroes enter pillage mode. Yeah. but he's not going to do anywhere near as much. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. Alio will rest this turn. Alright. Yep, and now it wants us to use 1 extra willpower to make the kill. Bang, nice. Alright, so it's a good little tutorial to start off the game. No, not finished. Oh, Rook. Rook's getting in there because Alette died. Which is understandable, I suppose. Oh, mate, he's getting right into it. Oof. Take that. Alright, well, this is one hell of a fight. Don't know how we're getting out of this one. He goes next and he goes after. Alright, well, I suppose we're trying to get rid of this guy's freaking damage. Oh. Something tells me Rook's going down here. Well, Rook's gone down, but let's see if we can't get a kill at least. Good duck in behind this guy. He's gonna kill me here though. Oh no, not quite. Oh, I can't get a kill, damn it. I might still be able to. Let's see how we go. All he has to do is get an attack on me. Come on, let's get this kill. Yeah, there we go. Come on, let's get this kill. Let's get this kill. They're not going to be able to hit me before I take this guy down. Nice. Alright, well we get 1 kill in this suicide mission. That's good at least. The Warhorn can be used, yeah, to grant us willpower. Who's this guy? Yeah, he's next. Okay, so we want to like move, but we got no willpower. That's our only willpower. Alright, no, he's going to be able to get us anywhere we go. Let's go up there. Oh no. Let's come down here now. I think we're fighting a losing battle here, but anyway, we might as well give it a shot, you know. Yeah, there you go. Well, we gave it a try. In come the others. A final blow directed at your head is deflected, and giant horns slam into the dredge surrounding you. Ivor pulls you to your feet and away from combat as other fighters from your caravan rush in to finish off the enemy. Ivor moves you past the crowd of worried villagers, ensuring you can stand on your own. I don't know what you were, He stops speaking as the village chieftain approaches. A Val leader, or a Wal, I should say Wal now that I know how to pronounce it properly. A Wal leader saving a human village from those things. Legends are made of much less. No Wal leader, just Ivor. Those things were dredge, like the stories you probably heard as a kid. And it was Rook here who ordered us to stop. Forgive me. Maybe it's this never-setting sun, or dredge, or the deaths of so many of my clansmen. I'm not myself. The man's eyes appraise you and he quickly nods. I'm Aleo, the skull. Were you trying to drive that other dredge all the way back north yourself? I wouldn't stop there. We should get ready to leave. Remain silent. Remain silent. The skull looks back and forth between you and Ivor, unsure on how to proceed. So, Ivor, we heard rumours about the Sundr Bellower sacking Borsgard. More than a rumour, but he's been dealt with. By your clan? Your Sundr Slayers? The term makes Ivor wince and ends Aleo's excitement. Aleo? Yeah, Aleo. But what about the deep shaking in the ground? Only yesterday we felt a rumble like none before. You think we have all the answers? Could be the giant serpent. Say nothing. Could be the giant serpent. The serpent in the sun, Radomir. I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. About as opposite of Radomir as it gets. This one's determined to swallow us all. The skull looks skeptical. Killing a Sundr is a big enough tale on its own, for now. Then let's get ready to leave. Not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have. It's our home. We never should have stopped. Nod quietly. Don't be stupid, more dredge are coming. Nod quietly. No, we didn't risk ourselves so the dredge could kill you tomorrow. The Skald looks around at the small huts of his village. Borsgard is the only other place I've seen in my life. This small village is all my family knows. Are things really as tragic as you're making them sound? Probably worse. Aleo looks back and forth between you and Ivor before nodding. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I'll have everyone on the ship soon. Aleo heads off to the village to organise supplies. The world breaking. Dredge mothers fighting alongside warriors. A giant serpent. Not sure what to make of it all. Ivor, one of the giants known as Val, has fought Dredge in the northern winters, personally killed the Sundr Rays, and lost an arm to the Sundr Bellower. He has been by your side through everything, including the death of your daughter. Now you feel the weight of his full attention. What you pulled out there, fighting the Dredge alone, was that tied to Alette at all? They'll pay for taking her from me. Don't mention her name. I'm trying my best to hold it all together. The villagers could probably use your strength. I'm trying my best to hold it all together. Keep holding it all in and you'll lose it when those people need you most. Alette was my reason for living after Aldous died. I remember, but make this caravan your reason now. There's still plenty for you to do. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. Oh, look at even the reflection in the water. So beautiful. Chapter 8. From their homes must all flee. The travelling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Uben, the old Wal, dubbed Scrivener, says, since Borsgard, our numbers have grown. People have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we'll need plenty of supplies considering our destination. Where can I find the merchants? What kind of supplies? Thanks, Ubin. Where can I find the merchants? You can't miss them, he says. A group of tents they call a market. Thanks, Ubin. Of course, he says. Oh, almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the ravens, the mercenaries who followed us from Borsgard. Chat with their leader, Bolverk. I suppose it's Bolwark. But be careful, he's not like other wild. This medallion gives you information about your caravan, including population, supplies, renown, and the number of days that have passed. This banner indicates that you have enough supplies to provision your caravan for 28 days of resting or travel. A larger population requires more supplies per day to survive. You can acquire additional supplies at the market. Click on it to see what's available. These are the supplies, so 1 renown gets 5. Yep. Your 253 supplies will last for 28 days. You have 16 renown available to purchase supplies. Click on this button to add more supplies to your caravan. The area to the left will show how these supplies affect your caravan. There you go. Now that you've added your supplies, you must confirm the change. Markets also have items available, yep. Cool. When finished, clicking that continues. Yeah, okay, so what have we got? 2 EXE talents, 1 range, distance. Oh, of course, it's level 7. Jeez, we can get high in this. 2 strength, 1 move, -1 aggro. No, we don't want that. We can't afford that last one. Alright, so let's rest. Alright, so we don't have an option for our heroes at the moment. We just have rest. Let's talk to Oddleaf. Oddleaf, your former chieftain's widow, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? The group walks away as Oddleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. I doubt you're here to explain your actions with the dredge. Do I need to? It was nothing. I miss Alette. Yeah. I can only imagine. I don't think she needs to imagine. I mean, she did lose her husband and that, so... She watches you in silence, not pressing you to continue. Eventually, she changes the subject. I wanted to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging for food while we travel, but we could always use more fighters. But training them takes time. I'm not sure we have much of that to spare. Then you'll just have to find a balance that works. We're okay for now, but who knows how our needs will change. I see. Thanks. You turn to leave, but Oddleaf places a hand on your shoulder. We should talk, Rook. At some point. Talk about what? You. Not you the leader, but the man I knew from Skogger. She gives you a faint smile and returns to her fletching. Right, now let's talk to Bolwark. Great caravan morale causes a +2 willpower bonus in battle. There you go. Your great leadership has allowed for ample supplies and caravan rest. Nice, that's good. Oh, we've got the map there. I never realised we had an option for the map there. Maybe I just wasn't paying that much attention. Alright, Bolwark. The vile mercenary leader, Bolwark. I don't know, I'll get it eventually. And a rather large female fighter are talking to Juno, a member of the Spellweaving Menders Council. Bolwark looks annoyed, nothing unusual. There is no haggling on this. You already accepted the offer in Borsgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Wal. Rook is seeing to the survival of this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. He won't be seeing to anything much longer if he keeps fighting like he did earlier. Folka! Very pretty lady, isn't she? Say nothing, but I'm still here now. Again, what other task are you talking about? That determination will see these people safely to Arborang, but with respect, our discussion stays between us for now. Her look at Bulwark says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Harkin at the dock when you're ready. Juno leaves without another word. Fein Valka. One of these days, Claw and Fang will get thirsty for Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang? His axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. But it's the grey handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've seen before. How long are you going to let Juno tell you what to do? You avoid his goading. Only to Arborang. Then it's King Meinolf's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd royally piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. The pig-tailed fighter laughs. Have we met? I'm Folka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bulwark gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. I heard there's a problem I should know about. Do you have a better idea than Arborang? I heard there's a problem. The wild seems to grow taller and more wild as he takes a step towards you. You stopping to save every Fein idiot along the river will get us all killed. Makes more sense to only stop the ships when we need supplies. And get rid of half these useless people too. They're slowing us down. That's not going to happen. Don't tell me what to do with my people. The river dictates our speed on the ships. I will if they don't start pulling their own weight. Don't tell me what to do with my people. Bulwark's eyes twitch as he stares at you. Is he shaking? Bulwark, let's worry about the ravens. This one knows better than to cross us. Bulwark snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bare cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Nice. Well, we stood our ground. Do we go to the market? Let's just get like enough supplies for one more day. Leaves us 11 renown. I wish we could see our heroes at the moment so we can take stock of what we got or who we have. Alright, leave. The wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk across them. Harkin, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of all the Baal, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? We've both made harder decisions. I'm just as lost as you are at this. You seem to be handling it just fine. We've both made harder decisions. True, Harkin says. But usually I'm following orders and only thinking about where to swing my axe. Now every decision affects the next. He pauses, then laughs deeply. Wognir, my last Kender, would have given me grief about thinking at all. A dark mood washes over him. His death remains a mystery, but I'll figure it out. Let's sail. Depart. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships built of scrap wood scavenged in Borsgard. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel. Oars slowly move all the boats into the river's current. Oh, nice. I like it. So now we're a clan on the river. That's cool. Oh, we've got something coming up here that we're going to have to make a decision for. Aleo looks ill. At least it's not the brackish sea, he whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says, and I hear Arborang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours rest on solid ground. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? Aleo asks. Arborang's walls have never been breached. The Walka, Juno, says the menders there can protect us. It's the furthest place from the dredge. It just is. Now help row. It's the farthest place from the dredge. Reason enough after what we just endured, the Skald says, his eyes looking distant as he recalls the fight. Stone armor and strange humming weapons. Dredge, Aleo says, almost in awe. Man and wild storied foe from oh so ever long ago, but they're real and here. How have they made it so far south? His glance at the while is met with both anger and shame. The longship rocks gently and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride upon, we'd outpace the dredge and be on a sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto land. Alright, so we're already in another camp. Oh no, we're in the map of the world here. Oh. Location of your caravan is indicated here by Rook's icon. The caravan recently embarked from Aleo's village and is travelling westward down the Ormza River. Prior to arriving at Aleo's village, the caravan had hurriedly embarked from Borsgard in the wake of the devastating siege laid by Bellower and his armies. Click on Borsgard to find out more about it. An aging and senile mess of a city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. While Ormsdala grew early into an important hub of trade, its twin city Borsgard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Renevik and Tzitzel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and the suffering poor. There you go. Toothpick wood. The caravan is attempting to reach Ormsdala by river on the way to Arborang. Click on Ormsdala to find out more about it. As Strom led some of the finest men east, Ormsdala was one of the most important places they settled, nestled in the crook where the Ormsa River splits. If Borsgard and Ormsdala were twins, Ormsdala would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. Fair enough. And I'm guessing it wants us to click on Arborang. Here we go. So I'm guessing it's down here. Or is it the plus, you reckon? No, it's probably this one down here. Reaching Arborang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal of the caravan. It is hoped that the walls of the ancient city will provide safety against the deepening catastrophe. Arborang, from humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Arborang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving power of the menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Alright, cool. The world map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time clicking on the locations for more information. Yeah. Cool. I think this time we might even have a little bit more built into it. Yeah. Anyway, alright, cool. Okay, yeah. When you finish researching the world map, click on this button to return. Yep. Alright. You can return to the map at any time during travel by pressing this button. As you travel the world, time passes. Yep, we know this already. Morale drops. Yeah, we know that. We know that. In order to maintain morale and heal injuries, you must rest in camp. Furthermore, camping provides you with opportunities to increase your battle prowess and converse with your heroes. So we need to camp anyway. Alright, so that's 35 minutes. So I think that's a good place to end the first episode of the Banner Saga 2. So, thanks for joining me today, especially if you've made it through to the end of the video. Please like the video if you've been enjoying the story so far. I know that this was a pretty slow episode after the build-up of the end of the first game. But, yeah, I hope you consider subscribing to join me on the rest of this story or adventure and see where it goes with me. As always, feel free to comment if you would like to give me some feedback or if you just want to say hi. Or, I don't know, maybe you want to call me a name or maybe you want to post a meme. I don't know, something, anything. It's all good. Alright, I hope you all have a good day and never stop loving life.